Billionaire investor and one of Tesla's biggest supporters, Ron Barron has just made some very big and bold predictions about the EV maker's future, and it is absolutely fascinating.
15% on capital, 20% the most. This guy's making his capital twice a year. Now he's making it once a year. He's making $8 billion in a $7 billion plant. So he's the lowest cost person. Everything about the business is trying to drive prices lower. Right now, they will be in a very... In the 1900s, early 1900s, the automobile companies were tremendous innovators. No longer is the case. In the 1950s, they decided they were going to go for profitability, and they outsourced all of their supply chain to their detriment. And all these companies went bankrupt. Hundreds of them went bankrupt. And now the way we're going is that their electric cars, they drive, I guess they have about 30 miles a day, 30 or 40 miles a day, and they have 3 million of them that are collecting data. 100 million miles a day they're getting for data, and then they're also getting compute that they're going to have more compute than anyone in the world in 18 months.
Ron Barron's been investing in Tesla since 2014 and owns about 1.6 million shares. He's also previously said that he's confident on Tesla's ability to innovate and disrupt the auto industry. He's praised Tesla's leadership in autonomous driving, software, and solar energy, and said he believes that the car company is going to become a $5 trillion company in the next decade. His latest comment is focused on a critical aspect of Tesla's business, a potential catalyst for the auto company to sell millions of cars and take over the entire EV industry. In today's video, we're going to explore this latest comment by Ron Barron and why every investor needs to pay attention to his view on Tesla as a money printer. Let's get started.
How do you think about the growth there? Because that's a key piece to the Tesla story. Li Auto reported its earnings yesterday and had strong EV guidance. It's gaining market share. I'm just wondering how you think about the competition, but also the weakening Chinese consumer. And have you discounted that portion of the Tesla story at all, given the Chinese economic forecasts out there?
Tesla right now is doing about 1.8 million cars a year. When we started investing in the company 7 years ago, when we invested between 2014 and 2016, they were doing 41,000 cars a year. So 41,000 cars a year to 1.8 million, they're on their way to 20 million cars. China is about 1 million right now of their 2.8 million, but a large percentage of what they make in China is exported from China to Europe. And the more they build in Europe, of course, the more they're going to save on transportation costs and duties. The idea is that China invited Musk in, and invited him in because the Chinese car companies have done very poorly for a long time. And the promise was that he's going to help them become better car manufacturers, and he's not trying to take over the market in China, better car manufacturers and develop a local supply chain. And so he was the only one that's ever been invited into China that's been able to not have a partner, a local partner, to operate their business.
In an interview with CNBC, Ron Barron said that he expects Tesla to start selling a $25,000 vehicle within 18 months, an extremely aggressive timeline considering recent comments by Elon Musk. According to him, this is going to open up a huge market for the company and enable it to sell 20 million vehicles annually by 2030. While companies like Toyota, Ford, and GM have launched or plan to launch all-electric cars to compete with Tesla's models, most of these companies have been hesitant to undertake EV production because of the high production costs. Therefore, this new EV could just be one more bit of competition to deal with. But is this really possible? How will Tesla get there, and what role will a $25,000 EV play in all of this? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. There have been reports of Tesla considering a $25,000 compact car, and while these reports aren't fully substantiated, executives of the car company as well as the CEO Elon Musk have all acknowledged the need for a cheaper model. It's believed that the EV by Tesla are actually generally more expensive than many other traditional or hybrid vehicles. So suppose there's a way for Tesla to actually reduce the cost of this car and make it cost even less than the Model 3. Do you think the automaker is going to utilize that opportunity? Let's dive in. But before we do, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. The new vehicle by Tesla is set to be based on a new gen platform that reduces the cost of producing an EV to half of what it is for the Model 3. Elon Musk said sometime last year that Tesla is looking towards a next gen platform that will cost about half the Model 3 and Y, and adding that production volumes will massively surpass these existing models and go far beyond all other Tesla vehicle manufacturing quantities put together. Musk even disclosed that it will harness the full potential of production enhancements like Gigapress, which casts large chassis sections in one piece. The thing is, even though Tesla has not fully announced a $25,000 car, Elon Musk has always said that Tesla would make a compelling electric car that's affordable to everyone. Some call this the Model 2, and according to Tesla stock analysts at Loop Ventures, Tesla will unveil this upcoming Model 2 in 2024. That's just a few months away. After Musk announced the possibility of a new and cheaper car, a lot of people can't stop talking about it, and many believe that in order for the automaker to truly push forward with its mission of EVs, then it needs to produce a more affordable one. What's even more interesting is that Elon Musk announced this compelling $25,000 car at something that could be fully autonomous. It's also been disclosed that Tesla's Gigafactory in China is heading up the development of this new entry-level model, whose price target could make it Tesla's most affordable unit yet when it does start selling. In terms of range, the Model 2 could potentially have less than 50 kilowatt hours of battery. And on the EPA cycle, the battery electric car's range could actually be somewhere around the mark of 250 miles or 402 kilometers on a single charge. That could be better than the Model 3, which uses Tesla's supposed new battery technology that is expected to increase energy output by 5 times and increase range by 16%, while reducing production costs by about 50%. According to reports, this brand new battery technology is essential for the development of new EVs, and it could be priced as low as $100 per kilowatt hour. No doubt it does remain unclear whether Tesla is going to use this new battery technology for Model 2, but it does seem like something Tesla would be able to do if it wants to compete with companies like Volkswagen and Nissan because of the battery's size and range. But there are a few things to keep in mind if you're a Tesla investor. First up, there are reasons to believe that this new EV could be closer than anticipated. And it's also important to note that a Tesla model as cheap as this may not be easily achievable. Also, Musk has set some goals for its new EV model that Tesla might focus on during the development of the Model 2. The Tesla CEO seems to have blown off the idea later when he focused on the upcoming Cybertruck launch date and Tesla's robot, which he plans to use to build cars in the future. While these factors could cause a bit of delay in the release of Model 2, Ron Barron believes that a new affordable model is the key to unlocking Tesla's access to new customers and driving its yearly production and deliveries towards 20 million units per year. Regardless of how much this car sells for, then, it does have the potential to be Tesla's best seller, and it could put the rest of the EV industry on notice, forcing other automakers to develop similarly priced sedans that appeal to a larger population than most other current EVs. Ron Barron has been one of Tesla's biggest investors and is also one of Elon Musk's outspoken believers and supporters. The investment expert has a good grip on the Tesla story, and since we know that this cheaper EV is already being worked on, it's fair to say that Ron Barron's prediction about a Model 2 is definitely an aggressive one, and it could be worth paying attention to. What do you think about Ron Barron's comment about this upcoming Tesla? Let us know down below, and if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.